What's up, you guys? It's me, Sai, with part 2 to my video. If you guys didn't watch my first video, I'm trying to diagnose why my car is smoking. First, I thought it was a catch can, and I didn't really look at the catch can before I bought one. I didn't even look at the engine before I bought one. There's already a catch can installed, so I'm not really sure if a PCV valve was installed already. But today, we're just ripping everything apart and just trying to figure out what was done to this car. I have a new PC valve coming in tomorrow, so regardless if this one has been replaced or not, it might have went bad, who knows. I'm gonna put a new one in, an aftermarket one in. For some reason, I couldn't find an OEM one. People were saying go with OEM, it's never gonna fail you. I couldn't find one, so I ended up going with the aftermarket one from the website I usually shop at. Without further ado, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start taking everything apart on this car. All right, guys, this is the oil catch can they have installed. I don't know, you guys, I'm losing a little faith here. It's not really oily in there. It has moisture, although these clips were broken on both of them. But I don't see that causing any issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the new ones I have. Even this looks fairly new. We can go ahead and open this to see if there's any oil in there or any white oil. That told me I have I think people said, did you have like white cast in the oil? It's most likely blown head gasket. It's bone dry, you guys. So that is not it. So the next step I'm gonna do is just like most guys that do it online, I'm gonna unplug one of the fuel lines. I don't know what they call it. This right here, this fuel line. I think I'm saying that right. And then it'll let me get to the PVC valve, which is coming tomorrow. I'm even looking at the cap to the PVC valve, and it looks brand new, as if like maybe the last service. Because I looked up the car on Carfax, and it was at a motorsport a couple months ago. So maybe they did this job. Maybe they were trying to help the kid with the smoking, and this is like the cheapest option he could do, besides like maybe rebuilding the turbos. So there is another inlet right here. I don't know if you're able to replace that or not, but it's pretty dry, you guys. Alright, guys, I don't want to work on this all day, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out the PVC valve, leave it inside, work on this inside. Honestly, this looks just like the one I got off of Amazon, so I don't think I'm gonna change anything different about it. Except for it's missing its bracket, and this one looks like it's been I'm not sure if it makes any big like a big difference if it has a bracket or not. I would like it to be braced on here so it looks better. We'll see what I decide to do, because then it's like, if I ship that one back, I'm not gonna be dishonest and take the bracket and try to ship it back for a refund. Just that's not the type of person I am. Or I keep it, waste the $50 I spent just for the bracket. I don't know what I want to do yet, you guys. Just got the PVC valve off. So I seen a video online of the cap. It looked like they cut it, and people were telling the guy online you don't have to cut it. I'm not sure if that messes with the PVC valve like performance or not, but this looks like it was fairly new. You can hear it moving up and back and forth. This is let me see what brand this is. I can't really see that, you guys. NICENCE maybe? High performance. Anyways, that has to be an N. But it's definitely an aftermarket one, and honestly, this looks like it was just installed. They pinched the ring a little bit, so that's probably not a good thing. Hopefully, it doesn't affect like the performance. But I don't know if I should get a new one of these. I don't know where you could order it, and I can get it like overnight. But yeah, if I can, I'm gonna order a new one of this because technically you're not supposed to cut that. All right, so we got everything off. I just have to wait to get my new PVC valve tomorrow. Maybe this one failed. Who knows? It's aluminum, so I can't really, it might be old. So, yeah, so here we go, you guys. So I'm inside inspecting everything. I opened the catch can outside for you guys, and it's bone dry. So that scares me a little bit because, you know, if it was actually like a leakage and exhaust was getting into my intake system, that the cause of, I guess, the burning, that's what they say. This is why these catch cans are installed for. So it might be my turbo. I don't think it's my head gasket because my car is not shaking and idling rough, and I don't see any whitish oil in my oil cap whatsoever. But there's no oil in this, and I don't know, just by looking at this material, like I said, outside, it looks fairly new. It's like barely any dust on it, so I feel like when I Carfaxed it, maybe this was what that shop did, and that was like 2 months ago. Maybe they installed this for them because they had the oil smoking issue and they were trying to find the cheapest way to fix it. You know, this is the first option people use. And then some guys online were having issues with this part that failed, and that's why they were having the oil burning. I mean, the smoke out of the exhaust. So I bought a new one, but this, where did I leave off? This looks new too. I feel like they installed this brand new, this whole system new. I have mines already. I melted this tube already, so I can't really return it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and for reinsurance install my new one, and then this one is a broken clip, so I'm gonna replace this anyways, and I should be good to go. This cap might be the issue, but I don't see it being the issue, you guys. You see that cap? This cap is a PVC valve cap, and it's not supposed to be shaved down, actually. There's a guy on YouTube that made a shaving down video, and then he made another one saying you're not supposed to do this. It could affect the boosting, and it actually doesn't allow this ring to sit flush on the engine, so you can have like boost leak and stuff like that. So before I install the new PVC valve that's coming tomorrow, I just ended up buying a new one. I couldn't really find an OEM one, and I don't want to drive the BMW, so I bought one. And this, I think it's the same brand as this. It's aluminum, and then it's not shaved down, so maybe that will help, and I'll just have some reinsurance knowing that I replaced everything while it was ripped apart. So new PCV valve and new cover as well. I really wanted to find an OEM one because this is plastic, but I guess aluminum will work. So I'm gonna have to do this in 2 stages because they say the cap's not coming in till Friday, and then I'll get my PVC valve tomorrow. So maybe I'll just hold off on making the end of this video for Friday. But yeah, that's where I am right now, you guys. Today I got the new PC valve. It is the VTT valve. It looked identical to the one I just took off. It says, please find our installation guide at the following address. Sorry about the dog. That is my upstairs neighbor. So a little update. This link doesn't work. There's no instructions. I even am on the website right now. There's no instructions on how to install this. Either they used to have one before, or this card is a generic card they put in as for all the parts they sent out. I'm thinking it probably is installed the same, but I noticed this right here, this top piece, it's unscrews, so I'm not sure, and it was kind of loose when I got it, so
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to leave it loose or not. I feel like I'm gonna have some type of leak if I don't tighten it. So there's an Allen I can stick in there. So I'm probably gonna snug it tight with my fingers so it doesn't loosen. I am back working on the 335i. So I got everything put back together. I wanted to get a new PVC valve cap because the old one was shaved down, and I'm just hearing mixed reviews online about it can cause further problem like leakage because the gasket doesn't reach close enough to, I guess, the valve cover. So I'm not gonna risk it. I couldn't find a brand new OEM one because actually you can't buy them separate. The OEM ones, they only come with the whole entire valve cover. So I ended up getting aftermarket one I found, and the closest one the fastest one that could get shipped here was from Amazon, and it was supposed to get here 3 days ago, and it's still not here. So I'm pretty sure if I would have ordered from the other places, we would have been here by now. The car's going into the shop to have some to have it looked over. I think they're gonna replace the O2 sensor as well, because those are things I don't feel comfortable doing in my garage. So today I'm putting back the catch can with the new inlets. And for those that are wondering, let me show you guys. Let me shine the light here. So a lot of people were taking off this fuel line to get to the PVC valve, but for some reason I didn't have to take this off. My PVC valve just came right off. Of course, it was a tight fit right here, but I didn't need to take off the fuel valve unless the last person that did this PVC valve bent this line a little bit. Otherwise, I kept it as is and it came out perfectly fine. So I'm gonna install this, and then I guess we'll wait until whenever that PVC valve cap comes, then I can install it. We're finishing this repair job, so I got my PVC cap today. It looks like it is literally the same brand as the previous one I had in there, but this is just the cap, not the PVC valve, because it has the N on it. This did say made in China. I've seen people online warning people not to use PVC valves from China. I feel like all these brands are made in China. They just don't stamp it. But then again, I'm not using the PVC valve that was from China. I'm just using the cap. This one came from that Europe TPC website or whatever it's called. Anyways, I'm gonna go install this. Before I do, I want to show you guys something real quick, because I noticed a lot of people online was taking out this fuel line right here to get to the PVC valve. Actually, if you take out this tube right here, I don't know what this tube is called right here. It goes right here, because I replaced everything anyway, so I had to take this out. If you take this off right here, you don't technically have to take off the fuel line, because this moves a little bit, so technically I could just snug it right in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to release any fuel or anything like that, even though there's probably not a lot of pressure because the car been sitting, but we'll see how it works. Alright guys, all the plastic pieces are going back in. Gotta get this done today because the car's going back. What am I doing? What am I doing? I gotta put the valve cover on first. Valve cover on first. Someone's watching this, so you guys know where I can get the rest of these remaining valve cover bolts that were missing. They literally had one valve cover bolt on this car. Like, why, you guys? Why do people buy these cars and destroy them? Like, if you can't afford to replace a bolt on a valve cover, you probably shouldn't be owning one of these. Let's be honest. That's like the cheapest thing you could buy for this car. Pretty sure it's not that cheap actually. Probably like $100 for one valve cover bolt or something for this car. Knowing BMW and their cost. Alright. So, really don't know how this goes in.
car started. This is what comes out usually, and that's just I think that's just moisture because I can see like the moisture. Car's warming up. It's weird, is it? And then I think it's fully warmed up because now the tone in the car changes, and then it smokes when I take off at the light. So first step was to change the valves, PC valves, and there's a bunch of other things that people say could be the issue. I do have an engine check light, which I'm getting O2 sensor, so maybe it's the gas mixture that's burning oil. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. So I'm driving around. I can't I haven't seen any smoke yet, but then again, I have not driven the car hard. Okay, no smoke, you guys. I like the fact that I had no smoke, because it was embarrassing for a while to have that smoke, honestly. Honestly, maybe gonna go home and reset the ECU. I really don't want to, because the car is going into the mechanic to the shop tomorrow, so I don't want to mess with the ECU. Alright, I'm in the garage now, and I don't have nothing fancy. I just have a Carly scanner, so I'm gonna see what the Carly says. I can't film while I'm doing it though, because I have to use my phone. At this point, I don't really know what to do because I'm so cramped for time. It's going into the shop tomorrow, and I didn't want it added on malfunction to be another symptom the mechanic has to run through, because I'm pretty sure that's going to cost me more. All I know is I didn't have engine malfunction prior to operating on the PVC valve, so I might, if I feel like it, I might go back in and just put the old one in. I just don't know the I just don't know the reliability for the old one. Honestly, at this point, I'm like a little lost, because I didn't have an engine malfunction before, and I have a little rattle now, like on the dashboard, like the driver dashboard. So I don't know what's going on, but good thing is I don't have any smoke. But the reason behind me not having any smoke is because the PVC valve isn't opening up at all, allowing it to create boost, because it says reduce power. And then I checked the engine check light code with my Carly, and it says something about boost, so it has to do something with the PVC valve I just replaced. I don't know, you guys. I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. Alright guys, I've been looking online, and I think I'm just gonna end this video here. There's gonna be a part 3. One, we fixed my exhaust. The smoke, I haven't gotten any smoke since, but now I have a engine malfunction, which I didn't have prior to putting the PC valve in. I'm just gonna go home and probably cross-check everything, make sure I plugged all my harnesses back in, because again, this is my first time working on one of these cars, so I might have easily forgot to plug in a hose or something. I keep on thinking like I'm smoking back here, but it's actually all the salt on my windows, because I went outside to check to see if there was any exhaust fume. So we fixed the exhaust problem. The car runs fine now. I got a little vibration rattle going on my driver's side dash, which annoys me. Maybe it's because I didn't install the plastic piece right outside. But that's where I'm at right now. You guys, thank you for watching. If you have any advice you can give a new BMW owner, I would greatly appreciate that. I honestly debating if I want to go put back the old PC valve in or not, because I've spent my Sunday already on this, and the car is going into the shop tomorrow around noon. God, you guys, I really don't know. Honestly, don't know what to do. Anyways, once I upload this, I'm probably gonna have the car back from the mechanic shop from there. Maybe I'll have them figure out, but then again, that's adding to what they have to already deal with. I don't think it's my valve stems, because it would be smoking by now, and it's fully operating right now. Yeah, I don't know, you guys.